Hey, fellow survivors, picture this. Tomorrow you wake up and boom, money's just paper, worthless. What then today? We're not just whispering secrets. We're shouting out loud about the absolute game changer in a world gone sideways, bartering. That's right. When chaos is the order of the day and bills are better used as kindling, what you've got stashed in your garage or tucked away in your basement is your new gold standard. We're not talking about simple trades. We're breaking down the art of barter to its core. Imagine a scenario where Florida is awash with water, but Arizona, each drop is a treasure. It's not about stacking up. It's about trading right, making sure each barter moves you forward, not sideways. This is the match of wits, where today's trash is tomorrow's treasure. Ready to build your barter kingdom? Stick with us as we unveil the top 9 indispensable barter items you absolutely need to have. Trust us, missing just one could be the fine line between living large and just scraping by in a world where currency is just... All right, taking off our list at number 1, we've got something that might just surprise you, coffee. Yes, you heard that right, coffee. It's not merely a morning ritual, but a powerhouse barter item when money loses its luster. Yeah. Why coffee, you're wondering? This humble bean is a universal delight, transcending cultural and economic divides, much like the essential salt and sugar in our lives. But it's not just about luxury. For countless folks, coffee is that essential kick needed to start the day. The magic of coffee as a top-tier barter item lies in its longevity. Store it right, and it stays with you through thick and thin, making it perfect for those times when the world's a little off its axis. And when creature comforts are few and far between, the value of a simple cup of Java skyrockets, becoming not just a want, but a need. It's about the boost, the warmth, and yes, that irreplaceable caffeine hit to keep us marching on. Demand for it never dips. Imagine the usual morning rush at your coffee spot turned into a daily craving when the corner cafe is no longer an option. That stash of beans or even instant coffee could turn you into the most sought-after trader in town. But hold up, the real treasure of coffee goes beyond just sipping on it. It's the ritual, the slice of normality, and the comfort it brings amidst chaos. In a world where everything's flipped on its head, offering someone a cup of coffee is like offering them hope, a taste of the familiar. And believe me, that's a currency far more precious than gold in times when the dollar bills aren't worth the paper they're printed on. 2, up next, we're talking about the absolute monarchs of the barter world, salt and sugar. Imagine in a world where your dollar bills are better suited for starting a campfire, these two are your golden tickets. It's wild to think there was a time when salt was as valuable as gold, right? And sugar, it's not far behind. While we could throw in other spices to mix things up, the reality is salt and sugar reign supreme. They're the ultimate survival duo. Not only salt and sugar, you ask, they're practically immortal. Invest in them today and you won't see them crumble into nothingness. Forget about pouring more cash into perishables every year. Salt and sugar give you the flexibility in trade. A little here can sweeten a small deal, or go big and bring out the pounds for something more substantial. Their value perceived as high as their taste impact. In today's flavor-driven world, nobody wants a plate of bland. Add that dash of salt or sprinkle of sugar and boom, you're everyone's best friend. Consider this, almost every household has at least a pound of salt and a sack of sugar hibernating in the pantry. But salt's going to vanish fast, especially if you're working up a sweat. Suddenly, that simple rice and beans dinner tastes like a feast with just a pinch of salt. Here's the kicker. Not many think to stock up on these essentials, making your stash the hottest commodity in town when money's just paper. 3. Now we're hitting the core survival essentials, without which we'd literally be left high and dry. Food and water, folks, are the cornerstones of not just survival, but also a thriving barter economy. Imagine a world where your currency isn't paper or digital numbers, but something far more primal. The very elements you need to live. Imagine lasting a day, maybe 2 without water. It's technically possible, but far from advisable. Food, you might stretch it to a week if you're lucky. Those survivalist tales touting 30 days without food might sound heroic, but reality bites hard when weakness sets in and suddenly walking feels like a Herculean task. When we talk about food for barter, think utility over cuisine. A stash of beans and rice isn't just a meal. It's a bargaining chip. It's not merely about trading goods, but exchanging vital nourishment for services that become priceless in a scenario where conventional money loses its value. Envision trading a portion of your food stock for someone's labor, be it digging a well or securing your perimeter. And in environments where water is a rarity, its worth eclipses even the most precious metals. This is where your foresight on water purification comes into play. Filters, iodine, chlorine tablets A. These become your lifeline, ensuring that your water supply remains uncontaminated and safe for consumption. Stockpiling food and water isn't mere preparation. It's strategic foresight. It's about leveraging what you will inevitably consume for something you might desperately need. And the beauty of bartering is that you don't have to part with your prized possessions. It's about smart allocation. Setting aside a portion of your essentials with the intention of trade. This strategy isn't just about surviving. It's about maintaining a semblance of control and normalcy in a world turned upside down. And it's a reminder to always stay one step ahead, ensuring that when the time comes, you're not just surviving, but thriving. 4. Next up in our rundown of essential barter items when currency loses its value, we're shining a spotlight on the humble battery. Imagine this. The grid has collapsed, darkness envelops what was once a world illuminated all hours, and here you are with the power to bring light, to communicate, to turn the night into day and silence into connection. Stephen Harris, wizard in the art of backup power, famously quipped, when there's no power, a little power goes a long way. And how right he is. Batteries become more than just accessories. They are lifelines in scenarios we hope to never face, such as imp attacks plunging us into a pre-electric age. Picture this scenario. So pitch black night, fear and uncertainty is swirling like the wind. And then a simple flick of a battery-powered flashlight dispels the darkness, transforming a frightful night into something a little less daunting. Or consider the invaluable connection a battery-operated ham radio offers, a slender thread tethering you to the rest of the world when traditional communications falter. This is not mere convenience we talk about. It's a revolution in safety, communication, and maintaining a semblance of normalcy in tumultuous times. Well, the tech-savvy among us might prattle on about their rechargeable batteries and fancy solar panels, and with good merit. The truth is, many out there have a forgotten flashlight tucked away in a drawer, its potential locked away unless powered by those crucial A or C batteries. In a world grasping at strands of hope, these individuals will face despair as their last battery dies, skyrocketing the value of batteries in bartering situations. I, for one, prioritize stocking up on batteries, given their versatility in powering most of my essential gear, notably flashlights. And yes, while I have a cache of rechargeables for my own use, it's the alkalines I'd be willing to trade. Here's a golden nugget of advice. For long-term storage and reliability, lithium batteries are the real MVPs. Yes, their price tag is a notch higher, but their durability, corrosion resistance, and extended shelf life justify the investment, ensuring your critical gadgets never falter when you need them most. And why limit ourselves to just the mainstream size? Specialty batteries like the RT 2032 might not be on everyone's radar, but they are indispensable in powering high-end optics like a Trigicon RMR and Ampoint. Having a stockpile of these could elevate your barter potential, making you the go-to resource in a community hungry for power. 5. Next up on our indispensable list of barter essentials is the lifesaver category. We're talking meds. Imagine having a treasure trove of antibiotics, painkillers, and those everyday reach for the medicine cabinet remedies like aspirin, Advil, Tylenol, and yes, even cortisone creams. And why is this a game changer? You ask, well, get this, stocking up on these items in substantial quantities could very well be your bartering goldmine. But wait, there's more. If you've got access to prescription grade items, kudos to you because you've just hit the jackpot. Here's a critical insight. In a world where a simple visit to the doctor's office might not be possible, and the pharmaceutical giants have us under the impression that medications lose their magic the second they expire, we're throwing away genuine gold. The truth is, many medications maintain their efficacy way past those so-called expiration dates. That's right, folks. What we've been led to believe could very well be tossing out perfectly good life-saving meds. And it's not just the heavy-duty prescription stuff that could save the day. Think about it. Over-the-counter items like antacids, often overlooked, can drastically improve someone's quality of life in times of need. This revelation places such items at number 5 on our list. In the spirit of preparedness, we urge you to view these meds not just as mere items, but as pivotal pieces in your survival kit by expanding your stash. You're not only securing your well-being, but also establishing yourself as a valuable resource in a community where conventional money has lost its value. 6. Feminine hygiene products, toilet paper, and diapers. Yeah, moving on to a topic that's hugely overlooked in the world of prepping, sliding right into number 6 on our list of must-have barter items. We're talking about the essentials that often don't get the spotlight they deserve: feminine hygiene products, toilet paper, and yes, you heard it right. You might wonder why these everyday items are getting a special shout out. Well, it's simple. The world of prepping can sometimes feel like it's dominated by a focus on rugged survival gear, the guns, the knives, and the endless sea of camouflage. But here's the twist: prepping isn't just a man's game. It's a collective effort where everyone's needs matter. Imagine this amidst a scenario where the convenience of our current world is paused and supermarkets are no longer just a drive away. These items become not just essential, but critical. It's about looking beyond the present and preparing for every possibility. Think about it. These aren't just items to use and throw away. We're talking about stocking up on reusable options, thinking sustainably for times when disposables might be hard to come by. That's not all. This discussion isn't solely for those with direct needs for these products. It's about understanding their value in a world where money might lose its worth. Imagine having a stash of diapers when they're nowhere to be found. You might not need them, but I guarantee someone else will. Making these items as valuable as gold for bartering. And while we're addressing necessities, let's not forget about the importance of condoms. For obvious reasons, they make it to the list as well, serving a dual purpose of necessity and convenience in challenging times. And then there's toilet paper, an item so ingrained in our daily lives that its absence is felt immediately. This isn't just about comfort. It's about hygiene. It's about maintaining a semblance of normalcy in the most abnormal times. These items, particularly feminine hygiene products, often don't get the foresight they demand. They're hidden away in bathroom cabinets or lost in the abyss of car glove compartments. Yeah. They stand as a testament to preparedness, not just for the individual, but as a currency in the new world order where bartering rules supreme. Hence, this triumvirate of feminine hygiene products, toilet paper, and diapers doesn't just deserve a spot on our list. They demand it. I'm 7 Ammo. If there's one truth that stands the test of time, especially in scenarios where society's rules are flipped on their head, it's that ammo quite literally could become your new gold. Now, I know many of you might be thinking, trade my ammo. Never. But picture this for a moment. You're in a bind. Maybe there's a food shortage or someone close to you is ill, and the only thing that can save them is a trade you're able to make. If Joe, who lives just a bit down the way, has the medicine you desperately need, and the only currency he's interested in is that stash of 5.56 ammo, you've been hoarding, you'll find yourself reconsidering your stance on ammo trading faster than you can say barter. This reality brings ammo to the forefront as somewhat of a universal currency in times of crisis. It's compact, in high demand, and frankly, pivotal for both protection and hunting. That's precisely why it claims the number 7 spot on our essential barter items list. Keeping an extra cash, not solely for your use, but as a bargaining chip, is a strategy savvy survivors swear by. It's a testament to the unpredictable nature of life and the critical importance of being prepared for every eventuality. Now, who exactly should you be trading with? In my book, it's all about trust. If my friend Lewis needs ammo, I have no qualms about helping him out. This is because bartering ammo should be approached with caution, done within a close-knit circle you trust implicitly. Venturing beyond that inner circle introduces risks, potentially putting ammo into the wrong hands, which could have dire repercussions. And while we're on the subject, focus on stocking up on common calibers. In a tight spot, no one's going to be scouring for that elusive 32 auto ammo. Stick with the widely used, universally needed types. Through my experiences in the gun industry, from testing to demos, I've come across all kinds of ammo. Even if it's not something I use, I tuck it away. You just never know when it might just be what someone else is desperately seeking. 8. Multi-purpose hand tools. Think of multi-purpose hand tools as the Swiss Army knife of the post-money world. Now, this might seem a bit left field, but imagine a scenario where cash has no value and we're thrown back into the days of trading goods and services in this new world. Being able to fix, construct, and maintain and isn't just handy. It's crucial for survival. Imagine the scenario where you're the only one in your neighborhood who can fix a leaking roof, tighten those wobbly shelter bolts, or crack open a can of food without the luxury of electric gadgets. Your arsenal of reliable hand tools like a rugged hammer, versatile multi-tool, essential screwdrivers, sturdy pliers and saws, turns into more than just equipment. They become your lifeline to independence and a symbol of self-reliance. Why do these tools earn the coveted number 8 spot on our list? Their unmatched versatility and perpetual value set them apart. These are not items that degrade with time or technology. If maintained well, they can serve not just you, but your future generations. Whether it's a quick repair or a makeshift solution for a complicated problem, these tools make sure that you're always prepared. And here's the kicker: everyone in any situation can wield these tools. You don't need a PhD or a mechanic's license. All it takes is the drive to learn and the urgency to act. In a world ruled by bartering, being able to mend or offer your toolkit for someone's needs can dramatically shift your standing. It's more than just the tools. It's about the doors they open, the capability to build, repair, and innovate with these tools can make anyone an indispensable part of their community. Imagine becoming the go-to person for all things fix is in a world craving for solutions, all thanks to your trusty set of multi-purpose hand tools. 9, next up in our essential rundown, is none other than fuel. All the thing propane and gasoline. Picture this: the world as we know it has flipped on its head. Basic amenities are a thing of the past, and here you are realizing that fuel isn't just another item. It's your lifeline in the chaos. Fuel is the powerhouse behind generators, the heart of stoves, the legs of vehicles, and possibly your ticket to safety in tumultuous times. But it's not all about illuminating your space or keeping the chill at bay. Fuel symbolizes mobility, independence, and adaptability amidst unpredictability. Imagine the scenario: your generator is gasping for gasoline, or your cooking stove is on its last legs of propane. Having that extra gallon of gas or an additional propane cylinder could be your golden ticket for trading essential supplies or services. Storing fuel is indeed a tricky business, demanding utmost safety and clever storage solutions, not to mention the nagging worry about its shelf life, more so for gasoline. Yeah. With a little foresight and the help of fuel stabilizers, the shelf life of gasoline can be significantly extended, making it a star player in your barter toolkit for times longer than you'd anticipate. The crowning glory of fuel as a barter juggernaut lies in its immediate and diverse utility. In a crisis, presenting someone with the means to whip up a meal, warm their dwelling, or get their wheels turning could be priceless. Fuel's inherent value stems from its volatility, yet universal necessity, emerging as a potent tool for negotiation. Beyond its critical role in emergency scenarios, fuel's versatility catapults its worth. Whether it's juicing up a chainsaw for clearing debris, fueling an escape vehicle, or merely boiling water for purification, fuel stands out as the unsung hero, steering many through survival sagas. Those wise enough to stockpile fuel, adhering to safety and sensibility, uncover a treasure trove of bartering possibilities. As you lay the groundwork for your survival stash, diversity is key. Including a mix of fuel types can ensure a broad spectrum of uses. Propane shines with its stability and ease of storage, catering to heating, cooking, and even refrigeration with compatible gear. Gasoline, on the flip side, although more temperamental, is indispensable for powering the majority of generators and vehicles, proving itself as an absolute must-have in emergencies. In conclusion, whether we find ourselves navigating through the trials of a post-apocalyptic world or simply aiming to be more self-reliant in today's unpredictable times, the items listed above are invaluable, from the practical utility of ammunition and multi-purpose hand tools to the indispensable need for diverse fuel types. Each holds the key to not just survival, but also to establishing a barter-based economy where goods and skills outweigh the value of traditional currency. These essentials are not just about preparing for the worst. They're about empowering ourselves to handle whatever comes our way with resilience and resourcefulness. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What items would you consider absolutely essential in your survival kit? Is there something we missed that you think should be on this list? Drop your thoughts and insights in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you found this video helpful, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content on preparedness, survival skills, and navigating through challenging times with confidence. Your support helps us keep bringing valuable content your way. Stay prepared, stay resilient, and we'll see you in the next video.